Can I have a try?
Sure. Of course.
Okay, so with my two hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
See how you can blow up the details.
Hello and welcome to Go City. If you've watched the previous episodes, most likely you have already had a brief introduction to Hong Kong's art and culture thing. Yes, in this series, we have invited a few female curators from different museums in Hong Kong. First up is this beautiful and huge building, the Hong Kong Museum of Art.
I'm Maria Mock, Museum Director of the Hong Kong Museum of Art. I went to Paris when I was 19 to study fashion design, but at the time they call it styliste modéliste, which means it's the type of haute couture fashion. I was there for a year and I discovered that being a designer, you have to have a very different mindset. And I've discovered that what I'm really passionate about is actually art, fine art. And every year we do international shows like this one, bringing masterpieces from around the world to Hong Kong. And this show is really a feast for the eye, but we also pair it up with other senses of enjoyment.
I see these walls are in different colors. So is there any special meaning?
We put different colors for different themes. For instance, when you're in realism and naturalism, there is this blue. And when you were in a more violent presentation of religious topics, we use this darker red. Oftentimes, a simple choice of different colors with the lighting will give people an immediate signal that they are into another chapter. In recent years, we have been putting a lot of efforts and resources into reaching out to the younger audience. I engage the youngest group of curators at the museum to do the content themselves, and our exhibitions are curated with alternate perspective. We're also using some interactive display.
So we can do some interaction in here too.
Well, it's actually an animation that's already set, but as you walk through, they will change a bit. For instance, the shopkeepers will come out. And you see different shops and they are trying to sell things to you. When we curate exhibitions, we always care a lot about the other end of the communication chain. The majority, the laymen, what are their interests? One of our goals is to connect art with everyday life because that concerns everybody. People who are not art major, they sometimes find art could be really abstract or hard to understand. It doesn't always have to be that way. There are people who think that, well, art is just about something pretty, and that's not always the case either. It's really an embodiment of who we are as human beings. Funny thing about art and artists is in hard times, they often come up with creative ways to express themselves and offer us a therapeutic experience. I will continue to make art interesting and available and closely connected to everyone's life to make sure that when people come in, they will find that art is very enjoyable and very inspiring, and it will somehow change their outlook to life.
It's been such a pleasure to have Maria here with us today to share her opinions and experience on art. Want to see more amazing women curators in the future and know their stories? Remember to subscribe to
Girls City.